Dear honorary guests, I welcome you on this joint meeting of the Hungarian and Slovenian Rectors' Conferences on behalf of our today's host, Professor Dragan Marušić, Rector of the University of Primorska and the President of Slovenian Rectors' Conference. Among us, it is a great honor to have also Professor Dr. Jozef Bodiš, Rector of the University of Pécs, the President of the Hungarian Rectors' Conference. More than all, we are welcoming our ministers, Dr. Maja Makovec-Brenčič, Minister of Education, Science and Sport of Slovenia, who is honoring us today with her presence, and of course also Dr. Laszlo Palković, Minister for Education at the Ministry of Human Capacities of Hungary. This meeting would not be possible without the extreme involvement, and we are very grateful for that, to Her Excellency Madam Ksenia Škrilec, Ambassador of Republic of Slovenia in Hungary, and Her Excellency Madam Edith Szilágyi Bátorfi, the Ambassador of Hungary in Slovenia. We are also welcoming today here our honorable guests, the rectors of Hungarian and Slovenian universities, vice rectors of Slovenian and Hungarian universities, and we hope that this meeting will bring forward some fruitful results for future collaboration. At least, but not at last, in the absence of Mayor of Municipality of Koper, Mr. Boris Popović, we have to thank the Deputy Mayor, Mr. Petr Bolčič, who is today with us. Thank you very much for having the opportunity to host our today's meeting in this magnificent hall of St. Francis. To conclude, we also have to thank to our all collaborators from Slovenian and Hungarian Rectors' Conferences, our colleagues from administrations of universities and other professors who are joining us today here at this meeting. To start with the official part, I would first ask our minister, Madam Dr. Maja Makovec-Brenčič, to address the meeting with a short speech. Madam Minister, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, respected Minister, Madam Ambassadors, dear rectors, dear colleagues from the higher education of Slovenia and Hungary. It is truly our pleasure today that we can be here at the University of Primorska, and thank you to the rector to support this idea and to organize this event. Why we have to work more on bilateral cooperation, because sometimes just on the paper, when we see all the lines which we have agreed on, seems to be very reasonable, but when people meet and when we talk about this in person, this truly means that the implementation of the ideas we have already said, or we should develop further to be for our future, and especially for the future of our students, researchers, and scientists. This is the reason why we are here today, and again, thank you to the madam, madam of ambassadors, because without the two of you, we could hardly truly set the agenda with clear purpose, how to proceed with already set activities for the future, and especially within the next year, which are ahead of us. And since we all know that education is the process, and that is in constant evolution, we need to work on that. Why even more? Because international sphere here, it's opened. We talk about open science, we talk about internationalized education, we talk about competitiveness, we talk about efficiency and effectiveness in higher education. These are sometimes new words and new concepts which we have not thought about them before. And the true question today is, How can we both, with the cooperation between the two of us, become better for our students, for new knowledge, for new research, for the contribution to the society, because this is why we are here for. So thank you to all of you, dear guests and dear participants, that we will talk very clearly about where we stand in higher education in Slovenia and Hungary, where we can find the common path for the future, and especially where we might not have yet implemented what we have already put on agenda to the extent we wanted, and where to head further. One of the areas where I'm sure we can talk about is agenda of Erasmus+, agenda of the open science, agenda of some of the projects which already you universities have on your table. And what are there, of course, other responsibilities we have agreed on, and we can simply, because of being here, find the way how to proceed quicker. And not only that, I think that we are, all of us, very much challenged with the speed of the developments going on in Europe and globally in higher education area. This area has not only the challenge of internationalization and being more and more together, more and more transparent, more and more visible to every student, to every researcher, but it also has an agenda of social issues, of the issues of the immigrants, of the issues of new social activities and moments which are here together with us. So I think this is the part of the discussion we will definitely focus on also, especially because we are neighboring countries where we see that we can step forward not only in the areas we have agreed on, but also in the new areas. So thank you to all of you to be here today. It is truly my honor and pleasure that we can see that bilateral agreements are not just agreements, but that they are alive in all of us, trying to support them to become true. And what science says always is that we have to understand the truth, design understanding of it, but especially believe in what we all believe in, development and progress. There wouldn't be that here together with us without any responsibility, and therefore I really count of all of us that being responsible to the development of new knowledge bring us more and more together. Thank you.
Madam Minister, thank you very much for your stimulation in your presentation. Now I would like to invite Dr. Laszlo Palkovic, Minister of State for Education from the Ministry of Human Capacities of Hungary, to address the meeting with a short presentation. Thank you.
Minister, Your Excellencies, dear colleagues, exactly 1.5 years ago when we first met and discussed with you that, the university level connections between the two countries unfortunately stayed on the level what we were not able to resolve, but we are going to find a solution for this dictionary today. We thought that we are so close to each other, also university systems of both countries are very similar to each other. Why don't we build something on that? So this is the first idea, and I proposed it would be a good idea if we can bring together our universities, because governments are important, ambassador, minister, state secretary are important, but the important thing is that the universities will find that way how can they cooperate. And it took 1.5 years, but well, university is always traditional and not so quick, but we could organize this meeting. And as you said, Mr., that we should build more on our relationship. I think that our issues, our problems are almost the same. We are facing, concerning the higher education system, issues like experiences the Bologna system. We introduced it almost at the same time. Coming from similar structure as you, me as well, after 10, 11 years we already see that what did we good well and what was not quite okay. We can hopefully talk about this today. We are facing challenges with the generations. Why the generation, they do not want to study in a way as we did it in our time. We we see challenges concerning the PISA results or any kind of international measurements, and we see that, well, something is changing there, so we need to react to that. We also see social, economical issues all around Europe, starting with the migration, security issues, issues concerning the manpower, changing the industry. The industry in our countries goes more from production towards innovation, and this requires, of course, other surrounding, other specialists, not so much people who are working on the shop floor, but needs engineers, needs economists, needs other people. So I think that these are all the same. And if I look at, for example, Page, that's very close to the border, so we are not talking about only one city, or if you look at Maribor, Maribor is about 50-60 kilometers from the border, so it just cannot cover everything alone. We should do it together, and we should build much more on our closer relationship. Of course, 25, 26 years ago, we wanted to orient ourselves towards other countries which were before not as easily accessible. But based on our traditions, based on our size, based on our experiences, I think that we should build much more on the direct relationship between the neighboring countries. And I think that here with the Slovenian universities of Slovenia, we do not see any barrier. We should not be able to do it. We simply just we have to do it. And I hope that this 2 days conference where we share different issues will lead to more bilateral cooperations than just otherwise rather important issue, developing a Slovenian-Hungarian dictionary between two universities. So I wish for all of us, a good discussion today, and I hope that you will end this meeting in a way that we are going to be able to start new cooperations. Thank you very much.
Let us just present to you a small present by the host in order to commemorate this exceptional meeting. And please, dear Rector Professor Dragan Marušić, as the host of today's meeting, please, we are welcoming you to address the meeting.
Dobrodošli na Univerzi na Primorskem. Üdvözljük Önöket a Primorskaj Egyetem. Welcome to the University of Primorska. This is my tradition. I try to be as friendly as possible a host, and which is why I went through this embarrassment trying to speak Hungarian. Please bear with me. Dear guests, dear colleagues, ministers, ambassadors, we are really glad to have you here. Thank you to every one of you who contributed one way or another and made this event possible. This is a very special meeting and a special audience. What comes to mind is a counterculture writer, American writer Ken Kesey. He wrote a book, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which was made into a movie starred by one of the greatest Hollywood actors, Jack Nicholson. Anyway, on one occasion, Ken Kesey said the following: in any given situation, there is always going to be more dumb people than smart people. Probably being cynical, wanting to say that people who are creative, who have ambitions, who have power of will, are always outburdened by a number of people who just want to keep things unchanged, rigid, or out of sheer stupidity are blocking positive changes. But this today, I think the audience certainly contradicts his statement. I'm not only that there are more smart people than dumb people. I think each and every one of us is smart. I think smart enough to realize that we are living in difficult times. I could even say dire or dangerous times. And universities, which have a very special role in societies, we just cannot stand idle and let things go by without acting. And certain actions have to be taken. When changes are needed, we have to be on the cutting edge of change. but also when we have to defend certain positive things in our societies, in the fabric of our societies, we have to raise our voices. And one of the voices that I'm sure we will all agree, and we will talk about it today, is autonomy of the universities. Autonomy is not something that is given by default, that is it should not be taken for granted, because we are very vulnerable in that respect. It can be taken away from us in the morning when we wake up, if we slept too long. Let's have a fruitful discussion, but also let's have some good time, and hopefully something will come out of it. Some sort of a network between Slovenian and Hungarian universities, because for universities from smaller and mid-sized countries, it is essential that they work together, because this is the only way how we can collaborate and compete with more prestigious universities in other larger, more important countries. That's it.
Dear Rector, thank you very much for reminding us of our role and the main goals of today's meeting. To move on, I would like to ask Professor Jozef Bodiš, Rector of the University of Pécs, President of the Hungarian Rectors Conference, to address today's meeting.
Good morning, Your Excellencies, distinguished President, distinguished ambassadors, dear rectors, dear vice rectors, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Hungarian Rectors Conference, I have the privilege to welcome all of you on the first joint conference, joint rector conference, here in your beautiful country and beautiful city. First of all, I'd like to express my many thanks for your kind invitation and for the huge effort to organize this meeting. In recent political situation in Europe, has great importance is this type of meetings, because the most easier and the most effective way to improve our collaboration is the personal contact. Personal contact means empirical experience. Experience means knowledge, which is the most successful procedure of learning. Today we will have presentation about our higher education system on both sides. We will have several informations about our universities, and I think that as you will hear here, the main issue in our higher education system is the reform, structural reform. It will be presented by our minister. The other main issue is the internationalization. Today in Hungary we have about 20,000 international students who came from more than 100 countries all over the world. They are essential part of our students' community. The presence of our international students in Hungary important not only because of financial reason, but also because with their presence, we Hungarians can learn a lot about other nations, other culture, and about the world itself. They teach us how can we tolerate the other cultures, how can we accept it. Understanding the world starts with understanding the people of neighboring countries. That is why I think that this conference has a great importance. All the participants of this conference agree with the commitment, the great commitment in deepening the cooperation. I think we are before a nice day, nice and interesting day, and I wish all of you a successful conference, valuable discussion, and I thank you for your kind attention.
Dear Professor, thank you very much for your speech. To conclude the introductory part, I would like to ask Mr. Petr Bolčič, Deputy Mayor of the Municipality of Koper, as the host of today's event, also to address us with a short presentation.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend you a warm welcome on behalf of Mayor Boris Popovic and on behalf of City Municipality of Koper. We are particularly proud to host so many distinguished guests and such an important event, the Slovenian and Hungarian Rectors' Conference. And it's my honor and pleasure to welcome you to our beautiful town. As early as in previous centuries, Koper was home to teacher training schools and academies. Nowadays, its economy is driven by companies such as the Port of Koper, banks, insurance companies, and a number of other equally important businesses. Yet Koper is proud of not only its economy, it is a town with a soul whose historical center, located on the former island, represent together with West Hinterland one of the most picturesque and attractive areas of the Istrian Peninsula. And above all, Koper is home of the third Slovenian university, University of Primorska, whose faculties and institutions train experts who will further increase the comparative advantages of our region. Our municipality pays special attention to the youth and believe in their desire and capacity to face new challenges. We also believe in the high importance of cooperation in the field of higher education, and we are convinced that knowledge and competencies have to be cherished and supported by the local community. This is an investment in our future, the most profitable one. I wish you a pleasant stay in our town and successful meeting. I hope that you will have enough time to visit the town and its surroundings, and maybe you will come back later to Koper. Thank you for your attention.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, before moving to the working part of today's meeting, I have to refer back to the speech of our host, Professor Dragan Marušić. Since we are living in a world where the illusion of reality is created by the media, I have to ask the speakers of the introductory part for a joint photo session and some short interviews of the here present media, since it is our duty to report the results, the aims, and the future perspectives of today's meeting as soon as possible. Dear speakers, please, we will have a short break.